Title: Whispers in the walls of the House of Usher. Dust danced in the air like specters, illuminated by the pale rays of sunlight that filtered through the boarded-up windows. The House of Usher, they said, was a monument to silence and oblivion, a scar on the landscape that no one dared to touch. But for me, it was a promise, a challenge. As a historian specializing in the occult, the legends surrounding the mansion were a siren song I couldn't resist. I arrived at dusk, with only my flashlight and a backpack full of research tools for company. The front door, worm-eaten and hanging from a hinge, yielded with a mournful creak, inviting me to delve into the jaws of darkness. The stench of dampness and death hit me like a slap, a foreshadowing of what awaited me. The foyer was a labyrinth of dancing shadows. The furniture, covered with white sheets, looked like ghosts waiting to be awakened. A mahogany staircase, chipped and creaking, ascended into the darkness of the second floor. It was then that I heard it, a voice, soft as the rustle of silk, that seemed to emanate from the walls themselves. Discover our secrets. The voice chilled my blood, but curiosity was a poison that already ran through my veins. I followed the sound, delving into a long, dark hallway. With each step, the temperature dropped and the voice became more insistent. I came to a library, whose shelves rose like monuments to forbidden knowledge. The books, bound in leather and gilded, seemed to watch me with empty eyes. On one of the shelves, I discovered a book hidden behind a false facade. Upon opening it, I found a diary, written in an elegant and trembling script. It was the history of the Usher family, the mansion's former inhabitants. A lineage marked by madness, depravity, and a dark pact with forces beyond human understanding. As I read, the house seemed to come to life around me. The shadows lengthened and twisted, whispering forgotten names. The voice intensified, echoing in my head like an echo of despair. The diary revealed the existence of secret passages and hidden rooms, built to house the horrors that the Usher family wished to hide from the world. Following the directions in the diary, I found a hidden door behind a tapestry. Upon opening it, I found myself in a narrow, claustrophobic passage. The air was dense and charged with an oppressive energy. Groping my way forward, I reached a hidden room, illuminated by a single candle burning on a stone altar. On the altar lay a grotesque object, a human heart, preserved in formaldehyde. The voice, now a strident scream, filled the room. You belong to us now. Suddenly, the room filled with spectral figures, the tormented souls of the Usher family. Their faces, deformed by suffering and madness, watched me with greed. They reached out their hands to me, trying to trap me in their eternal nightmare. I tried to escape, but the door had slammed shut. I was trapped, surrounded by the ghosts of the House of Usher. I fought with all my strength, but they were too strong. They dragged me to the altar, where they forced me to witness a macabre ritual. As I watched in horror, I saw the ghosts tear the heart from the altar and devour it with greed. With each bite, they became stronger, more real. And I felt my own life fading, absorbed by their darkness. When it was all over, I was no longer myself. I had become one of them, a specter trapped within the walls of the House of Usher, doomed to repeat the nightmare again and again. My voice joined that of the others, whispering to the unwary who dared to enter, discover our secrets. Now I wander the halls of the House of Usher, another shadow in the gloom. I am no longer the curious historian, but a prisoner of the horrors I once sought to unravel. My soul is bound to this house, to its secrets, and to its specters. And my destiny is to warn others, even though I know no one will listen. Because the House of Usher always finds a way to claim its victims. And once you enter, you never leave. The secrets that lie hidden in its walls are too powerful, too dark to be revealed. And those who dare to seek them, only find their own doom. So, if you ever find yourself near the House of Usher, turn around and run. Do not be seduced by its promises, nor by its whispers. Because within its walls, you will only find madness, death, and eternal damnation. And believe me, you don't want to become one of us. The sun sets behind the horizon, painting the sky with shades of purple and blood. In the House of Usher, the shadows lengthen and the whispers intensify. Night has fallen, and with it, the reign of terror. And I, like a ghost in the darkness, continue to wait, ready to ensnare the next victim in the web of the House of Usher. Because the secrets must be kept, and the house must be fed. And so, the cycle continues, for all eternity.